After Gukesh's performance at the Olympiad, where he moved from 2699 to 2724, people thought how much further would he go? You know, he's going to play a new tournament. His rating is still 2699 because the new month hasn't begun. But how many points can he gain? Well, Gukesh is right now answering that with his performance. He is playing at the Turkish League for the Turkish Airlines Sports Club. And in round 1, he beat GM Aryan Gholami 2507. And in round 2, he faced Andrey Esipenko. Esipenko has been about 2700 in the past. Now he's 2692, but very strong player, especially classical chess. He's also beaten Magnus Carlsen. And to just show you, this is their picture while they are playing, and it's taken from the Turkish League live broadcast. I'm going to put the link of next round below so that you can follow it over there. It's in Turkish, but you may be able to see the videos and the analysis. So going back to the game, Gukesh had the black pieces against Esipenko, and this was a serious challenge because Esipenko is a strong player, has the white pieces, and opens the game with d4. And now everyone's sort of well decoded Gukesh. He's been playing so well since quite some time, so you have your openings prepared against him. But Gukesh sticks to his main line, which is the Queen's Gambit declined, and then Catalan he goes for bishop b4 check, bishop d2, a5. And this has been a line which Gukesh has stuck with black pieces, and it has served him very well as black. Bishop g2, castles. And one of the main moves that was played here is queen c2. And in the game, queen c1 was played. So I'm just trying to think what could be the reason. There could be multiple reasons why this move is played. Of course, the queen doesn't look so great there. But one idea which I found is that to queen c2, Gukesh would go c5. That's the main move. And after cd, he would take cd. This is how he would continue. And after knight d4, he would play queen to b6. And when I sort of analyze this, let's say e3, e5, and he has some amazing games here, especially with h5, h4 ideas. I saw that if queen c1, c5, cd, cd, knight d4, queen b6, here a small idea could be knight c2, and that c2 square is kept clean for the knight. I don't know if this was exactly Esipenko's idea, but it could be on these lines. Okay, Gukesh went bishop e7 now. Castles, he put his pawn on c6, very solid. Rook d1, knight bd7. Just playing like a closed Catalan here. Bishop f4, and now he attacked the bishop. Bishop came here. Gukesh took. Knight takes. And now played b5. This was already a dangerous move because of Esipenko's next move here. If you were white, how would you deal with this situation? Try to just think and figure out. Okay, if you were to take any of the pawns here or here, black would recapture and get a good position. So let's say take, and black is fine. But white played the move c5, and this is an excellent move by Esipenko, gaining space. And also Gukesh would love to play e5 now, but somehow he's not very well placed. You see his pieces are all poorly developed. So one idea can be to take and play e4 when already this rook against queen is very dangerous. But even stronger idea could be to simply strike with e4 directly, and I think big trouble for Gukesh here. So Gukesh said, well, let me not play e5, let me first play queen e7. But Esipenko nonetheless played e4, excellent move. And already the position is starting to look dangerous for the youngster. Gukesh said, okay, if he takes here, I will take back for now. Everything looks fine. So he played his bishop to a6. And here, Esipenko could have gone rook e1. But the point is that the rook is opposite the queen, and it's not so easy to determine what to do. Also, you don't want to be taking here because after knight e4, the knight is sitting on d6, and the bishop is very well positioned. So this is not what you want. But then what else can you do? Like if you go knight h f6, this time e5, knight e8, the game position rook on e1 makes a lot more sense. Let's say h4, and white is doing very well. Let's say h6, I can go back knight h3. There's no the position is not so good for black. He's really cramped. But he played bishop f3, and Gukesh now came back. e5 makes sense, went back. And here is where Esipenko went wrong. He went queen e3. Bishop g4 was better, h6, and this could have been a kind of position that he could have played. But the moment he played queen e3, very subtle move. Now Gukesh's next phase of the game is amazing. First h6, pushing the knight back, and here he played a nice move. I would like you to think, what should black do? So b4 is one idea, just to activate the bishop. Good move. But what Gukesh did was he played g5. Love this move. The idea is knight g7 to knight f5. Bishop e2, knight g7, and here Esipenko had to play g4, stopping knight f5. And I think this is a good way to play. Oh, Gukesh might have gone f5 nonetheless, and then after f3, white is doing okay. But he went f4, and now Gukesh came up with his knight. And here there was a decision for white to put the queen on f2 or on c1. He decided, or d2, c1. He decided c1, which is actually a mistake because the queen is now too far away from the king. Queen f2 would have been much better, but then you are a bit afraid of this play here. So he went queen c1. Okay, your move now as Gukesh. What do you do? Try to think. So there is pressure on g5 point. You don't want to take because after knight f4, white is doing quite okay, it seems. Even that is playable, but what did Gukesh do here, which is a very powerful move? I loved it. f6. Absolutely right. And he's now just breaking apart the white's camp. And white has a lot of space, but lot of space means lot of weaknesses as well. And now after take, he can take with the knight here. And this was what I thought without an engine, that this position should be very good for black, like gh6, e5, and black is doing exceedingly well. His king is safe because of the beautiful pieces that he has. But Gukesh went for queen f6, which has a tactical point behind it. After fg5, what do? Black to play. Knight takes d4. Excellent move by Gukesh, and he was very alert there because if you take here, I can take with the queen. If you take the queen, I take on e2 and I win the queen. So bishop g4 was played. Now check. If king g2, there is knight takes g5, and black is doing well. And bishop f3 played, queen f3, gh6. Now white is pawn up maybe here, or not even material up, but it just looks like black's king is weak and there is a check coming in here. So what do you do next? Black to play. King h8 is playable, not a bad move, but Gukesh found an even stronger move, rook f5, stopping queen g5 and preparing rook f8. Rook e1, e5, knight d2, queen h5. And now the knight is attacked. He played king g2. If he went knight f2, the move is pretty simple, straightforward. Black to play. What do? Boom. Takes and queen h2. And this is going to end very badly for the white king. He's too lonely in the center. The rook is coming to f8. It's game over. So king g2. In came rook, other rook to f8. And this is where Esipenko actually resigned the game, which is very surprising actually. But if you think a little deeper, you'll realize that his decision was not wrong. Because after rook f8, if he goes rook f1, Gukesh would go b4, attacking the rook. The bishop is now activated. Takes, and queen e1. The queen takes h6. And somehow you're a pawn down, your other pawn... you're not a pawn down, but your other pawn will fall. e4 is coming in. Bishop is powerfully placed. Rook is well placed. Your pieces don't have much squares. And Esipenko resigned here, which gave Gukesh his second win for the tournament for his team, Turkish Airlines Sports Club. and also this has helped Gukesh go up the rating ladder. And if you see here, his rating is now he's now on number he's now on number 19 with 2732. He's gained 33 low points in this sort of month, and he's gone up ahead of Duda, which is he was the candidate recently. And Gukesh moves, by the way, 2700 chess. Thank you for these statistics. And he's now 24 elo points away from Anand, and 2750 also is close by. Today, Gukesh will take on Sanal Wahab, who is 2570 from Turkey in the third round. And let's hope that the youngster does well. For now, I hope you enjoyed this analysis. This is Sagar Shah signing off. Go Guki. Let's go.